Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's Natalie. I have the honor today of being a guest designer on the Stay Crafty blog with a blog named Hero, and they run challenges. So this challenge this time is called Splish Splash. Now you can interpret that whichever way you see fit. So I'm going to go along the watercolor theme. Splish Splash, sort of watery. So I have stamped down quite a few butterflies, and I'm going to clear emboss that with some, I don't know, clear embossing powder. Geez, Nat. But I have to do it in a couple of layers because I want to fill up the gap, and we're going to repeat the butterflies. If you are new to my channel, and then I have this irrational fear. It's more so related to moths. Don't ask me to explain. I cannot explain. I have no idea. It doesn't make any sense. So if this card was real with all these butterflies, I probably wouldn't be sitting here right now. I'm just saying. But anywho, that's it. Irrational. I have Green Hills, Butter Bar, and Stone Wash ink. Now these are analogous colors, so you've got the red going into green, going into blue. I am layering down a light. I'm getting some ink. It's watercolor, but it's ink, you know what I mean? Or watercolor is sort of, you know what I mean. I'm using Hero Arts inks. I'm using them with watercolor. That's what I'm trying to say. I am going to cut some of this short because I play around with it a fair bit. I am literally picking up some color and dabbing it here, there, and everywhere. You can sort of see what I'm doing. And I dry it off, come back and add a little bit more. So we're going to cut over very shortly to see the end result. And I'm just adding a little bit more, making that a little bit darker so you can see the butterflies because they're lightish colors. And just make sure you can see them a little bit more. Again, picking up colors and dabbing it. So I have stamped these particular butterflies. So I've picked out 3, obviously. And you can see my polychromo pencils and what I'm using there. I will leave a link down below to my blog so you can see photos of this card a little bit closer. And you have everything that's listed, and including links over to Hero Arts where you can pick up these pretty butterflies. And I've got one other set that I'm going to use for my sentiment. With these butterflies, I have brought in an orange, but all the other ones I've kept straightforward. This particular butterfly here, he is blues going out to my greens because I thought it was fun. What you need to remember is, well, it's actually how you hold your pencil. I am very heavy-handed. So if you want it darker, I find that I will go down the barrel of the pencil and hold it closer to the tip. And then like here, I'm much closer because it's a lighter color. But here I'm a lot further down the tip, which makes it really hard to press hard, basically. It's harder. It's harder to press hard. I am using, as I said, the 2 greens, 2 blues, the orange and the yellow. I am trying not to put them, well, firstly I'm trying not to have the same combination, but that's going to happen. But I'm also trying not to put like the green combination, like in this particular one, or this one goes into yellows. My bad. But like the orange and the yellow, the next butterfly is going to have it on the top half of his petals. Not petals, they're not petals, the wings. I'm trying to just mix it up a little bit. But we do have the extra color, but that's okay because we've, yellow, it's still analogous colors. I don't know whether these stamps come with die set. I can't remember. I have had it a little tiny while. I know it's still current, but I don't know whether they come with the stamps, with the dies. But I'm going to trim these out very shortly. And they're not very hard. I mean, you've got a little bit of finicky bits down the bottom of the butterfly, but it wasn't very hard at all. I'm just working those colours through until I'm happy, basically, with my blend. And you can sort of see what I've got there. Sort of two have orange to yellow. We've got green to yellow. We've got blue to green. And even we've got blue down to yellow. But that's fun. That's all fun. I've cut all those out. I have a Memento Tuxedo black marker and I'm just going around the edges. This is going to finish it off, especially if you haven't cut quite on the line. It's going to mask it really well. But make sure you use the pencil from behind, because if you slip, if you're like me, you might cry. Just saying. This stamp set here is called the Breath of Spring Hero Scape. As I said, I will leave a link down below over to Hero Arts, and there'll be pictures on my blog. I am umming and ahhing about my sentiment here, but basically, and I tried it on a piece of scrap cardstock, you can see there, but it just wasn't working for me. I am using, because I've already stamped the stamp onto the white cardstock, I am using the backing of the actual stamp. You know how you pull one bit off to get to the stamps? I'm using that and just figuring out where to place it. Now there is embossing on this panel, as we know. I thought, let's give it a go. What could go wrong? It could not stamp properly. I have already a piece of cardstock there that I could use to go over. No big deal. I have used a multi-liner pen just to go and give a dotted line around my butterflies to give it a little bit more frame. I am fighting here with a little bit of the diamond stickles. It didn't want to come out. But that's it. That's my card. I hope you're well. Hit the like and hit the subscribe button if you feel like it. Take care.